5, 4, 3. How you feeling?
What it do? I'm well. How you feeling, man?
I'm good.
We get some of that
energized.
action.
I'm energized.
Yes, sir. You brought that Jameson through today.
Oh, for sure. I had to do it classy. I'm a classy man.
Did you extend your pinky while taking a shot?
I did. I was like this.
Oh no!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the new Cool Syndicate podcast.
You made it.
This episode is brought to you by Winners at Risk Clothing. So, winnersatrisk.com. Go ahead and check out the website, get you some new gear, update your game. You know, cop it before it sells out. It's flying off the shelves.
Whoa.
On Instagram, it is winners@risk_clothing. So check them out, man. Support that business. We gotta support the small businesses, you know, the ones that actually have a meaning, something they stand for behind it. So Winners at Risk.
Mm-hmm.
So I was so you know how I'm kind of into, like, I read books and stuff. And one concept was talking about time traveling. So if you think too much about the future, you're not being in the present. If you think about your past, you're not being in the present.
Right.
And I was time traveling the other day. I was thinking about other eras.
How so?
Just thinking about how times were as a kid, right? I was born in the 90s, so I grew up in the 90s and early 2000s. So lately I've been listening to a lot of early 2000s.
Give me one of your early 2000 hits.
All right. So I was listening to Ludacris and Nelly. Some of the songs were Ludacris, Roll Out. Yeah, 20 like 40. Cock back, yeah.
That's one.
So then it made me think, which era was your favorite? And I have an answer for mine, but I want to know, what's your favorite era? Which decade?
I would take it back to the 70s.
Good answer. I like that. Okay.
Just watching that 70s show, the lifestyle
one of the greatest comedies.
So simple. Like, you had to call on the phone to talk to the people. Like,
you had to have game.
Exactly. You had to have game, and you had to have conversational skills so that you could have a little group hang out in your garage, in your basement.
Yep.
On top of that, the style of the housing, like, the rug, or my grandma's rug, used to be like this little green shag type almost. It wasn't a long shag type, but it was like
the ruffles or the little twists.
It had little designs. This one was different.
Okay.
Then you had
that was
like
on
the
another level
panel. Mm-hmm. And yeah, man, so just the, like
70s.
The design, the retro-ness of it.
Retro. Okay. Retro is one of my answers, one of my reasons that I'm picking this decade. I'm going with the 80s.
80s, okay.
Originally, I thought 70s, just like you. It's cool. Yeah, it didn't even pick up that much. It's cool. So, 80s, retro. When I think of retro, I think of the music. The music back then was kind of like this pop, electronic, like kind of futuristic.
Like disco.
Like techno, like a boom. I can't do it. I'm not a beatboxer. But that futuristic vibe is like, I like that now. I don't know why I like it now, but that's kind of how I'm feeling. When you think of Stranger Things, like,
oh yeah, that's such
80s.
A retro, but such a like a home feel to it.
For sure. The fashion, everything was bright colors. It was neon this, neon that. Like, all the sports jackets had like a peach pink neon thing, like the
what, a little patch or something?
Neon, huh?
Are you talking about a patch?
No, just like colors in general. Things were bright and vibrant in the 80s. So, yeah, there was that. I actually thought about 70s for the music, too. Who were some of your favorite musicians from there?
Well,
I'm putting you on the spot.
Yeah, man.
It's cool.
It's all good.
It's cool. Because 70s got that funk.
Because I feel like Jimi Hendrix would be like... Like with like the acid in his headband type shit.
What era? What decade is he?
Let's look it up real quick.
Yeah, for sure. So Jimi Hendrix.
Mm-hmm.
We'll find it.
Yeah, let's look up the Woodstock era. Because when I think of 70s, I think of
40s, 70s. I
Woodstock.
think 60s.
Was that a little bit too early?
I think he was 60s. was in spanned. Yep. So from 62 to 70. So 60s. Yep.
That's when he started.
Yeah, that's when he was on top of his reign. So that was neither one of our choices. I think the 60s was more about the peace movement.
Like
so,
the Beatles and whatnot.
I think so. Actually, don't quote me. I don't know about the Beatles. That's not really my lane. I don't know too much about it. Mm-hmm. So, but yeah, that's the concept of like time traveling. So there's certain things, right, that make one generation or era different from the other. But as a whole, I don't think things ever really change. Like everything kind of just repeats and it looks different. Mm-hmm. 20 years. Example? Go ahead. For example? All right. I think.
Let's see.
Go ahead.
Give me an example that bounced from the 70s to the 80s to the 90s to the 2000s. Like something that just remained the same. Excuse me.
Something that remained the same. So maybe like 90s into mid 2000s. Even now still, like, for example, haircuts. So in 90s, you had the high top fades, the precise, like just that type of look. I noticed it in the early, like in the mid 2000 teens. Jimmy Butler kind of has that look. Who else has it? Iman Shumpert had that look. Like, you know what I mean? So
trying to bring back some retro styling.
Yeah, that's one of the things. But overall, it's like nothing really changes. It just kind of looks different. So that was just my thoughts on that. So speaking of more thoughts, I was on Netflix the other night.
Yeah, Netflix and chilling alone.
Yeah, solo, dolo.
Yes, sir.
I was watching this movie, and it was more than I expected. So it made me think, like, at this point in culture, we're in the 2020s. We've been seeing horror movies since, what, the 70s, 80s? I think it started off with Freddy Krueger and Jason Voorhees, Michael Myers, right? So at this point, 40, 50 years later, how do you do a good scary movie? We've seen everything.
Because we've seen the demons, we've seen the monsters, we've seen even angels. Mm-hmm. So it's like, how do you keep someone... I think the character and the cast, I think that's going to bring the people in the eyes.
Really?
I believe so.
What do you mean? Like add more depth to them? Like make us care about them more?
As far as like, all right, who's in this scary movie? Does this look believable from this person? Oh, like Paranormal Activity? Did you fuck with that one?
Yeah. No.
No.
And this is a hot take for me. Like, I'm not really into the paranormal thing. I'm not really into the, what is it that people like? The possession. I don't like that. I'm not into it. I actually think it's a real thing, but it doesn't scare me. It's hard to go into. I don't want to go into too far into it. But yeah, go ahead with what you were saying.
I feel like I'm weird though, because when I watch scary movies, I look at them like, all right, how much special effects are they going to put into this scene right here?
So that's something you think about.
Yeah, I look at it from a schematic perspective.
And visuals, and how does it look to you?
Yeah, it's like, okay, that was a really grotesque. That was, okay, I appreciate that.
All right, here's my thing, because I want to kind of go back into what you were saying about characters, right? There's a couple shows, The Walking Dead and Game of Thrones. These are both action shows. Mm-hmm. And I think what sets them apart is, like you were saying, character development, but I think it's the thrill. So what these two shows do, not only do they kill off the characters you think are supposed to survive to the end, right? Right? They kill them off dirty. They do them dirty. When I first saw the episode of Game of Thrones, and if you haven't seen it by now, it's too bad. Okay. Spoiler alert. Pause and skip forward if you need to.
The sister's fucking the brother.
Yeah. Okay, that's a separate.
Little niggas gonna get killed that way.
That's a separate one. But the moment that I knew Game of Thrones was different was when they killed off Ned Stark,
the king,
the guy from the Starks, in one of the first episodes. So when they killed him, I was like, oh, like he was so righteous. He was such a stand-up guy. They kill him off like that. Like, what's going on here? So I think that's what they do. But that wasn't even my main point.
Let's get back to it.
All right, the point I'm trying to make is that the way that scary movies and thrillers stay relevant is by shock value. But let me break it down deeper. The way they have to do it is promote the movie as one thing and then show you something completely different.
What do you mean?
Have you seen Cabin in the Woods?
Oh, is that the one where they have to stay quiet?
Nah, Stay Quiet.
No, that's a rip. That's not it.
Nah, Cabin in the Woods. A bunch of teenagers go to this cabin in the woods, and they spend like the weekend there. You know, typical young kids drinking, partying. You know, so you haven't seen it.
Keep talking about it.
All right. So anyway, it starts off one way, right? You think there's I don't want to go too in depth, but it starts off one way, but near the end, it goes a completely different direction. So the value of the shock value is like, I didn't see that coming.
So like a super twist.
Yep, a super twist.
Is
Another
there a
movie.
supernatural element to it.
Exactly. Well, it could be supernatural. In that movie, it was, but it's the fact that you didn't see it coming and it hit you hard, suddenly, and out of the blue. You weren't expecting it. There's another. Go ahead.
Were you a Final Destination fan?
Definitely.
Oh man, I liked when that bitch was in the sun ray machine, the tan machine.
Ooh,
Like we
have those
Fitness.
at the gym. Like whenever people get in there, I'm like, hell no, hell no.
That shit was
I think that was Final Destination 3. I think I had that one on DVD.
On DVD,
Yeah, I
on
was for
digital
sure.
video device.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
DVD.
Hey, fuck DVDs, man. My shit been acting up in the. Anyways, go ahead,
We're
bro.
past that. It's all about streaming. But yeah, movies have to have shock value. Another movie has Lakeem. What is this guy's name? No, one of my friends. It's his favorite actor. He was in ATL.
Which character was he?
Lakeith Stanfield, I think. So he's in this movie called Sorry.
You said Lakeith?
Lakeith.
That was the dad, right?
The dad in Atlanta? He was just one of the homies.
Oh, that was the
Anyway, look him up. Yeah, look him up. Look him up.
dark skinned dude?
Yeah, he's like in between our complexions. But anyway, his movie is called Sorry to Bother You or something. Sorry to Disturb You.
Bruh, why was I
You
thinking
saw
of-
it?
Bruh.
Did you see it?
I was thinking about telling you about it. Bruh, that's hella raw, because when did you see it?
I saw it in theaters.
You saw it in theaters?
Yeah. I'm a Lakeith
Bruh.
Stanfield fan. I'm a Stanfield stan.
I fucking saw this shit maybe 2 or 3 months ago.
It was
And-
on DVD?
No, not on DVD.
Oh, you streamed it.
It was on streaming
Good job, good
platforms on DSP. Anyway, fucking, bruh, I like how he rose from the bottom to the top.
Mm-hmm.
I like the little revolution at the phone company.
Yep.
I like how he had to be perceived a certain way to get results.
And
then-
that's real stuff. Go ahead.
And then I liked how there's always like a back, like a secret society behind every company who's pulling the strings. This nigga's turning people into.
Oh, wow. Oh, no, you're not supposed to say that part. You're not full it. Stop. We're cutting that. All of that. We're cutting all of that.
Do you know how to make the beep sound?
Huh?
Do you know how to make the beep sound?
Oh, yeah, I can figure that out.
Alright,
Yeah, I'll figure that out.
okay.
I'm going to put that on there. No cuts.
For sure.
But that adds to my point. You didn't see that coming.
Fuck no, bro. And that shit, I was like, ooh,
Yeah.
wee.
So
But
that's the
hold
point
on
I'm
real
trying to
quick.
make. That's the point I'm
I
trying to
don't
make.
like how the female switched sides on him.
I got to see it again. I don't remember what part you're talking about.
Yeah, she started fucking with the little Asian, got dicked down by the little Asian.
Bro, you spoiled it again. She got beeped out by the little beep.
But yeah, bro. Oh man, that pisses me off.
So that's cool that you did bring it
Trying to
up. 'cause
bounce
that
back
puts
like
me
it's
on.
good.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, that puts me on to another topic. So just to wrap that up, I think what keeps scary movies and thrillers relevant is just shock value. So you advertise it one way. So in the trailer, you break it down. This is what the movie's about. But when you sit down and watch the movie, the actual plot twist and the way it develops, it goes in a way that you didn't see coming at all, completely blindside you. Shock value and plot twist. That's how they stay relevant.
That's the perfect example. Sorry to bother you.
Sorry to bother you. Sorry to bother you and Cabin in the Woods. Shout out to you if you've seen either one of those
It was
movies.
based in Oakland. That shit's lit.
Yeah.
Like
So, that's cool. That's what's up. So the last point you made was about the woman betraying the man in the movie, right? And that kind of goes naturally into my last topic today. So me and my lady were talking about something on the phone the other day, and I was being a jerk. Like I'm always sarcastic.
What's
I'm
new?
Always playing, what's new? What's new? Ain't shit. Same old, same old. You know what you get when you're dealing with me.
That nigga Ira. Hey.
So I was making this joke, like, what you gonna do? You gonna beat me up? And I was like, wait a second. What if, in another reality, what if I did something to piss her off and she just knocked me out?
How would you feel if she gave you a 3-piece that put you down?
3?
3-piece, like one to the neck, one to the
First of all,
one to the nuts.
first of all, I'd be surprised. I'd be like, "What the? Where'd you learn that technique?
Neck,
A 3-piece,
diaphragm, nuts.
bro?" I'd be impressed. First of all, here's what I think about. Or second of all, 3 pieces. So a 2-piece is like, all right, I know how to fight. I know what I'm doing. If you hit somebody with a 3-piece, that's disrespectful.
Man, I got hit with a 3-piece today.
Oh shit!
I'm not about to go into it though.
No.
Hell no.
My bad. My condolences for your face, man. I'm sorry to hear that. But I'm like, damn, what if she knocked me out? That would be crazy. Like, I wouldn't be able to say nothing after that. I'm not talking about...
Would you end the relationship?
I don't know. All right. So I do something stupid. She gets mad, knocks me clean out, right? I wake up and I'm like, damn, I don't know. Would I break up? I feel like scared. Like, what if I try to break up and she doesn't let me?
She knocks you out again? That's possible.
Right.
But my question is, as a female, well, are they not entitled, but are they like, all right, you hit me, so now I have to call the police? As a male, after you get knocked out,
no,
are you calling 911 and describing the situation? So
hello,
my question
officers.
is, what,
Yeah.
no, don't tell the officer what happened. What double standards are okay if that's the situation?
If I was in a situation like that, the first thing I would do is just I'd have so much regret and pain for my life. Like, I'd just be so sad. I wouldn't know what to do. I got knocked out. Huh?
In a depressed state.
I'd be very depressed. I'd be in the darkest mood. I'm like, damn, I can't escape this relationship. My girl abuses me. She beats me up. She knocks me out. I can't tell anybody about that. What do I sound like?
We're channeling the world right now. Change your phone number, Ira. It's okay. We'll get through this. Anyone who has Ira's YouTube or his Instagram, send him a message. We have his back, okay? We support you.
No, stop. We're not supporting this propaganda. We're not supporting this propaganda. No, that made me think, like, that's crazy, man. Because your girl could get mad at you for whatever, hit you with a 3-piece, like,
she'll bop you up.
You for sure bop you up
real quick.
I'm like, bro, clean out though. What would you do? Would you break up with her?
Well, can't say that I would break up with her.
Okay. How would you respond to that? I'm sorry, that's a shitty question. How would you respond to that? Getting knocked clean out. You wake up and you're just like, fuck. Did she do that? She did that.
Because if she did do something of the sorts, I obviously deserved it.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay, I like how you took responsibility for that.
I got uppercutted in the line of a Six Flags.
Hadouken.
Medusa. Hadouken! Like the spinning Hadouken.
Fuck, in Six Flags?
Yeah.
She probably knocked you right onto the seat of the next ride.
No.
Like, oh, nice. This is pleasant.
No, we were standing
like,
in line. But yeah, man. Shout out to you. No more uppercuts.
No more uppercuts.
Let's
After
proceed.
that was it.
Yeah,
I hope
man.
I never have
had
stories like that.
And just keep going.
No, I'm scared of my girl low key. I don't even want to get her to that point. I don't even want to get her to that point. I'm gonna hit you up on Friday morning. Like, I don't think I'm gonna make it to the show, bro. You're gonna be like, no, you gotta come. I'm gonna come in with an eye patch.
All lumped up. No video this week. No video.
No video this week. No, we out. Hit you with some I fell down the stairs type stuff. I wouldn't know how to respond to that, bro. But yeah,
we definitely have to have a talk though. Like, all right, you can't be hitting me in my vital organs that knock me out, stop my breathing, that suffocate my wind.
You know
anything
what's crazy?
Of the sorts.
What's crazy is we watch UFC videos. So low key, I don't want her learning any techniques. Right. I don't want you learning techniques, having that upper hand over me. But yeah, man, that's just where my mind was at today. Did you have anything else you wanted to hit on today? I think that's everything for me.
Yeah, man. Quick shout out to God. Shout out to the weed men and women out there. If you have to break down, weigh, package, distribute, market your weed, shout out to you, man. It seems like a
shout out to the people who never leave their house without a water flask or a water bottle.
You're one of those guys. So
I'm one of them guys. I keep it on me. You know I got it on me.
We got a 2-piece today. What's in that?
What you mean?
That one to the right.
Oh, for sure. So for this right here, this is my protein. You know, I did my push-ups today. And then I got the plain old H2O in that one. I stay ready.
Good.
Shout out to you if you keep a water flask or water bottle. Shout out to you if you're a follower. Shout out to you if you already bought your t-shirts and shorts from Winners at Risk.
And if you need a sticker for your flask, hit us up.
Oh, for sure. We got those in. We just got those in.
Yeah.
We sold out. Now we back refreshed. So hit us up in our DMs to get your stickers. Masks are going to be on the way soon. When they come in, we'll let y'all know. All right.
Yes, sir.
This has been another episode of the New Cool Syndicate podcast. Let me rewind a little bit. Follow us on Instagram if you haven't already. That's the New Cool Syndicate, all one word. We're on Facebook at the New Cool Syndicate, separate words. We're on YouTube. Go ahead and check out that last episode, J. Cole and the Return of the Sleepers. I have a very controversial thought on there about music, but it's cool. And yeah, on that note, now we're out of here.
Yes, sir. Chime in, man.
For sure.
Don't get stomped out.
For sure. This has been another episode of the New Cool Syndicate podcast. Thank you for listening.